by Jacqueline McNalty, who's the founding principal at Malvern College Preschool in Hong Kong. I'll pass over to Jacqueline to dive into it.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, I always like to gauge the crowd. Who has heard about Forest Beach School? Hands up. You work for us. I hope you have. Oh, mummies and daddies, have you heard about Forest Beach School? No. Did you know we offer Forest Beach School? Did you know we're the only school in Hong Kong to offer Forest Beach School? Okay, what sorts of things would you like to know more about? Over here? What is it? Very good question. Daddy over here, what sorts of things would you like to know about? The benefits of Forest Beach School. We'll certainly talk about that today. At the very back? Same question. What is it and the benefits? We'll certainly cover that today. So yes, my name is Jacqueline McNalty and I'm the founding principal for both campuses. We have two beautiful campuses, Malvern College Preschool Kowloon, Coronation Circle, and Malvern College Preschool Island West on Hong Kong Island. I'd like to have my amazing assistant principal stand up, Miss Katrina Woodward and Mrs. Natalie Gleeson, one representing each campus. So hold your questions till the end. We certainly have time to answer those as we go along. All right, let's get into it. So we'll give you a good overview of what is Malvern College, where we've come from, our history and our mission. We are certainly focusing on science. We do have a very strong science heritage. We'll go through that with you. We'll talk about our history, our mission, and our values. I think that's really important. We'll talk about our curriculum and how we tease the science strand through our EYFS curriculum and how we teach science through a hands-on play-based approach. We certainly encourage scientific questioning and wonder. We are inspired by Reggio Emilia, which is an approach to teaching and learning. And we really do focus on higher level thinking and questioning. And then, of course, all throughout the presentation, we're talking about our world-leading Forest Beach School. Okay, let's delve in. So who are we? We have two beautiful campuses. One is entering next year its fourth year, Malvern College Preschool Kowloon. And our newest baby is Malvern College Preschool Island West, which opened this year. We're very, very lucky. We have amazing supportive families, passionate about the school, and I do credit the amazing teaching team for this strong parent partnership. We are very, very much led by play. We have intentionally guided play experiences through the EYFS, the Early Years Foundation Stage Curriculum. As I said before, Reggio Emilia inspired. We do believe the environment is the third teacher. The environment is the third teacher. We have beautiful learning environments for our children, as you'll see through the photos. We're quite unique in that we're bilingual. We're 50% Mandarin, 50% English, and you have a native Mandarin speaking teacher, and you have an excellent English speaking teacher. And I'm also very proud to say all the teaching assistants are qualified teachers. So I think when you're looking for a world-leading school, it's really important to look at the teaching staff. We're very proud of our teachers. When you join the school or you have a tour, we provide you with the bios of all the teachers. Forest Beach School. Again, we are the only school in Hong Kong to offer Forest Beach School. And we'll delve into that. You can see, I'll use this one, our level 3 Forest Beach School leader, level 3. There is level 1, there's level 2. We've gone with the highest level, level 3 Forest Beach School leader. She facilitates and leads the program along with our amazing educators. We offer Forest Beach School 1 day per fortnight. And mummies and daddies, you can come along. Aunties, grandparents, all join in the fun and can attend Forest Beach School. We have 2 locations, as I said before, Kowloon, Coronation Circle, and Island West on Hong Kong Island. Both our campuses are 8,000 square feet, beautiful. We encourage you to book in for a tour. We'd be very proud to take you through. We offer pre-nursery, 2 to 3, K1, 3 to 4, K2, 4 to 5, and we also offer playgroup. We are also offering summer camps, so please look at our website. We have a booth in room 1. We'd be happy to talk to you more about what we offer. But the summer camps are a great opportunity for you to join in the fun. So our mission and vision, very important. Again, we believe in every child is an individual learner. We really believe in the play is the vehicle for us to teach the academic concepts. We believe children should learn through active, multisensory modes of learning. We do give them structure, but we also give them freedom to inquire, to explore, and to really discover their interests. Because when you're interested in something, you're really going to delve deeper. So we're following the child. Myself, as a career-loving parent, I have 2 sons, very similar, but also very different. How each child learns is quite unique to the child. We really get to know the child, get to know the family, and tailor the experience to the individual child. That's really important. We're very fortunate to have a big sister school in the at the Science Park, adjacent to the Science Park, Malvern College, Hong Kong. And we really do have that smooth transition going up to Prep 1. The majority of our children are transitioning up, and we've got a great relationship with our Prep 1 team, handling Prep 1 videos, taking that children through that transition journey so they enter school with such grace and confidence. Okay. This is our sister school, Malvern College UK. We have a 155-year history of excellence. We are always ranked in the top 10% of schools in the UK. And we have a very strong science heritage. Has anyone visited our school in the UK? Okay. We also welcome tours there. We have a very strong science heritage. You can see from the slide, we have 4 Nobel laureates, 3 in the sciences, and we take that rich heritage, we take that rich science heritage into the schools, into the preschools, leveraging with our EYFS curriculum, understanding the world. You can see our children having a great water experiment in that photo. Again, we really do focus on educationally harnessed play, again bilingual, so children are learning science concepts in English and in Mandarin. Having that immersion is really important. We follow inquiry and hands-on learning. And again, we know the research that says children learning through play retain knowledge, acquire knowledge, and have higher level thinking skills. Our children develop confidence in their learning, and conceptual understanding is really important. Inquiry is really the way we're teaching all the science concepts. We don't always tell children the answer. We say, how could you find out? Where could we go for that answer? And we do have structured and free play. I think that's a really good balance. This is our EYFS curriculum. We have 7 areas of learning. You'll see the prime areas certainly build the foundations, but we scaffold up to the specific areas, and at the end, we're really focusing on the science concepts, understanding the world. We're investigating people and communities, the world, and technology. Our curriculum is holistically balanced, and again, all these areas, the 17 strands, are taught through play, scaffolded by our great educators. So if we delve into understanding the world, the science strand, again, this is in pre-nursery, 2 to 3, K1, 3 to 4, and K2, 4 to 5. We're really, if you look at our resources, providing the environment as the third teacher. So we have our objectives in the EYFS for each age group. There's understanding the world objectives. So we're investigating materials and matter. We're giving children all the resources because play resources are the way children learn. These children were adding water to sand and observing the changes to matter and material. We could teach them, we could show them a book, we could talk to them about that, but what richer experience having that hands-on learning. This little girl was looking at forces and motion, rolling a ball and making the tubes move to make it like a maze, which was all her own inquiry. We do a lot of cooking in the preschool, again, mixing materials, observing scientific changes in matter, all very engaged, and the children are inquiring, they're involved, they're playing, they're asking questions. We look a lot about observing. We follow the scientific message. We're looking at their interests, we're posing questions, we're gathering their prior knowledge, we're asking further questions. Where could we find that information? We're bringing in experts, parents, resources, tools, books. We bring in technology. And we certainly look at the environment. We have a very diverse learning environment. And again, not just inside the preschool, but going to Forest Beach School. So if children have any scientific interests, be it materials and matter, insects, light, mini-bees, we're connecting the indoors and the outdoors all the time. So we know that children learn through play. Dr. Stuart Brown has a very famous TED talk on play. And I love his quote where he says, "Nothing lights the brain up like play." Nothing lights the brain up like play. It's actually fascinating. The neuroscience is catching up to the research where they've actually put receptors on children and adults play in a play state and seeing the brain light up. So it's very exciting. We've known that for a long time as early childhood educators, but showing parents the child learning through play, multisensory, investigating, inquiring, observing, testing theories, all links back to their memory and their understanding of concepts, the science concepts. They have to test their theories. Telling them the answer is one way, but what richer understanding and what greater memory if they've tested, investigated, touched it themselves. So we help with that. It's the expert teaching team that draw these wonderful science investigations out. Open-ended, fun. We've got to talk about fun. When we are, if you remember your best memories, it's the fun ones we remember. We're linking the emotion with the learning. Children come rushing into preschool, wanting to inquire, wanting to investigate, because we're making the learning fun and relevant and engaging. Have a look at this stick. What do you see? Is it a stick? when a child comes into preschool, 2, 3, 4 and 5, we harness their inquiry, we harness their imagination, we harness that urge and desire for play, and we take that forward. So we're very child-centred. But is it a stick? Or is it a wand, a guitar, a shovel? It could be a horse, a telescope, a sword, it's a microphone, it's a spoon, it's a fishing pole. So all these resources we have for the children further help their imagination, their inquiry, and we encourage them to reach those higher level thinking skills. We're always there facilitating with our questioning, which is really helping. We encourage that imagination. Now, the World Economic Forum has listed inquiry, creativity, collaboration as one of the top skills children need now for the world of work tomorrow. So it's very important. You have a preschool that facilitates these skills, a love of learning, but also these higher level skills that are transferable. So encouraging scientific question, very much, again, excellent educators are very good at this. We differentiate because we've got children with different levels of learning styles, different abilities, different interests. So we're very good at differentiating, taking the child from where they're at and on to the next level. So following their scientific interests, this is our sandpit, great for exploring, measuring, investigating, collaboration. Again, the environment is the third teacher. Have a look at this little girl. What is her scientific inquiry? Is she observing, researching, questioning, multisensory? And the educator harnessing that moment, that teachable moment. And we would support that with books, more resources, so the scientific inquiry cycle continues. But the level of engagement, following that interest up. And the higher level questions are so important. Not telling the answer, what do you think? What would happen if we did this? What do you think we could do? How could we do this another way? Having the children think about their thinking, metacognition, so important. Our Forest Beach School, again, you've seen the indoor of our beautiful preschools. 1 day per fortnight, we take them out. We have 2 Forest Beach School sites. We're the only school in Hong Kong to run Forest Beach School. So again, we take those concepts, that little girl that had a leaf inquiry, we connect that back to when she goes to Forest Beach School. Our level 3 Forest Beach School leader runs and facilitates the program with the teaching team. And again, parents are welcome to come along, helpers, grandparents, but we really do follow the children's interests. Thinking, questioning, problem solving, communication, collaboration, leading. Every time they go to Forest Beach School is another exciting scientific adventure. We have children making shelters with the forest school leader, lighting fires. They're growing their own vegetables. They're harvesting their own vegetables. They're cooking their own vegetables by the fire. They're making vegetable soup that they eat. And that's 2, 3, 4 and 5-year-olds. What an exciting way to learn about science. They're observing science and nature. The 2 sites we have a beach. Both sites have a woodland, a forest. The diversity, the ecosystems we have available are absolutely beautiful and extensive. And we want children to learn about nature, to learn about the environment, Children won't care about the world unless they're brought up to. They understand nature. They love science because we're bringing them out into the great outdoors. See these two boys. What skills do you think? Lots of science happening, but also fine motor skills. Before they can write with a pencil, they need to develop in different areas. Physical development, collaboration, working together by themselves, with a partner, with a team, all the skills we need when we work. And having lots of fun. So 2 sites, again, both have a beach, both have a woodland. One has an organic farm, goats, rabbit, and what an amazing childhood. Yes, rich in education, rich in science, but a lot of fun. And I had a dad say to me this year, Mrs. McNalty, I need Forest Beach School. He would take every fortnight off work. He said, I need it. My stress, I feel so happy out under the trees. Parents absolutely love it. Very supportive. With the children's interest, we made a science station, making potions, adding different materials, mixing, measuring, lots of maths, quantity, half full, full, empty, and observing again what would happen if we added this potion, this material, this mixture, testing theories, investigation, wonderful learning opportunities. Also, the children explored weather, erosion, sustainability concepts. They observed the sea, the forest, also talking about the moon, sun, trees, plants, insects, living things, habitats. When they move into primary school, and our Prep 1 and Prep 2 at Malvern College Big Sister School also go to Forest Beach School, they're going to have such a better understanding of these science concepts because they've smelt it, touched it, seen it, felt it, inquired into it, which is very exciting. We've got our curriculum. We do have scientific goals we teach and report on. We do have digital learning portfolios. We share this documentation with our parents. We translate the observation for you. So even if you don't attend, you can see what the children have been doing. I'm going to finish the next couple of slides because we do have a video we want you to see before we finish of a forest school in action. And here we go. Lots of great investigation. So let's watch the video and then we'll have a couple of questions. Thank you so much.
Children learn through experience. They engage with the things they can hold, they can see, they can smell, they can touch. And the richness that's available to them outside is so much greater than that which is available indoors. They can make big noises and big gestures, which they need to do in order to develop physically, in order to develop their social skills, in order to develop their communication skills.
It gives them a chance to explore the environment, to take risks, to manage their physical ability and to gain more physical skills.
Forest School is very much a child-led process where the child identifies what they're interested in, what they want to do. The role of the teachers is to observe.
It's a place where the children can be free to do things independently and as a team.
People who are outside engaging in activities that they have chosen will gain self-confidence and self-esteem, a knowledge and love of that environment. We cover the EYFS through all the activities that we do. We monitor it, and therefore we can identify what levels the children are achieving and can offer extra equipment where they need or are ready to move their learning on further.
The Forest School programme will support our aims to improve the overall quality of practice in our settings across this county and improve the qualifications and experience of the workforce.
High five for that one.
You can't take the inside out and call it Forest School. Children learn about the world by digging into it, by cutting it, feeling it, smelling it, touching it and rolling in it. We believe that children need to learn to manage risks. So we teach them to identify a potential hazard. Now that might be a slippery tree, a slippery puddle, to think about, reflect on it and what the risks are for them in engaging with that.
It's good for them to explore and take risks, because as they grow up in life they will be taking risks, and it's good for them to learn how to take responsibility for their actions.
Surrey Early Years and Childcare Service, in supporting the Forest School ethos across the county, is offering taster sessions for practitioners so they can come along, hear what the Forest School programme is all about and how they might apply it in their setting. We're also providing access to Level 3 qualification for Forest School leaders. And what we also want to do is support clusters, networks of practitioners coming together so they can learn from each other over a period of time.
Across the world, everyone is worried about children's lack of engagement with nature, about obesity, about changing climate, and all of these things are coming together to create programmes to re-engage children in the early years with nature right across the world.
So cool. It is so cool. We would love you to come into our booth in room 1, explore more, book a tour, look at our documentation. We're very proud to have the only Forest Beach School in Hong Kong at Malvern College Preschools. Thank you very much, everybody.